Module 7, Metrics and Performance Analysis. Analytics Tools. Welcome to Module 7, where we'll dive into the world of metrics and performance analysis, the backbone of any successful SEO strategy. To truly understand how your site is performing, you need to rely on data, not guesswork. That's where analytics tools come in. In this lesson, we'll explore some of the most powerful tools available for tracking and analyzing your SEO performance, including Google Analytics, Google Search Console, and advanced platforms like Ahrefs. Google Analytics. Let's start with one of the most widely used tools in digital marketing, Google Analytics. This free platform provides a wealth of information about your website's performance and user behavior. Here's what makes it so valuable. Traffic insights. See where your visitors are coming from, whether it's organic search, social media, paid ads, or referrals. Example, if you notice that most of your traffic comes from organic search, it's a sign that your SEO efforts are paying off. User behavior. Just track metrics like bounce rate, session duration, and pages per session to understand how users interact with your site. For instance, a high bounce rate might indicate that your landing pages aren't engaging enough or don't match user intent. Conversion tracking. Set up goals to measure actions like form submissions, purchases, or newsletter signups. This helps you evaluate the ROI of your SEO strategy. Example, if your goal is to increase product sales, you can track how many users who landed on your site via organic search completed a purchase. Audience demographics. Gain insights into your audience's age, gender, location, and interests. This data can inform content creation and targeting strategies. Google Analytics is incredibly versatile, but its true power lies in how you interpret and act on the data. Use it to identify trends, spot weaknesses, and double down on what's working. Google Search Console. Next up is Google Search Console, GSC. A must-have tool for monitoring your site's presence in Google Search. While Google Analytics focuses on user behavior, GSC zeroes in on how Google views and interacts with your site. Here's what you can do with Google Search Console. Performance reports. Analyze clicks, impressions, click-through rates, CTR, and average position for your keywords. Example, if you notice a keyword ranking on page 2 of search results, you can optimize the corresponding page to push it onto page 1. Indexing status. Check which pages have been indexed and resolve issues preventing others from being crawled or indexed. Example, if a critical page isn't indexed, you can request indexing directly through the URL inspection tool. Coverage reports. Identify errors like broken links, server issues, or pages blocked by robots. Text. Fixing these problems ensures smooth crawling and indexing. Mobile usability. Get alerts about mobile-specific issues, such as text too small to read or clickable elements too close together. Addressing these improves both user experience and rankings. Sitemap submission. Submit your XML sitemap to ensure Google knows about all your important pages. This is especially useful for large websites with thousands of URLs. Google Search Console is an essential companion to Google Analytics. Together, they provide a comprehensive view of your site's health and performance. Ahrefs and other advanced tools. Finally, let's talk about Ahrefs and other advanced tools that take your SEO analysis to the next level. While Google Analytics and Search Console are fantastic for foundational insights, tools like Ahrefs offer deeper, more specialized data. Here's what sets Ahrefs apart. Backlink analysis. Discover who's linking to your site and your competitors. This helps you identify opportunities for building new backlinks and improving your authority. Example, if a competitor has a high-quality backlink from a popular blog, you could reach out to that blog and pitch your own content. Keyword research and tracking. Find new keyword opportunities and monitor your rankings over time. Ahrefs shows metrics like search volume, difficulty, and click potential for each keyword. Content Explorer. Analyze top-performing content in your niche to uncover trending topics and ideas. This feature is perfect for brainstorming content strategies. Site audit. Run a technical SEO audit to identify issues like slow loading pages, duplicate content, or missing meta tags. Ahrefs provides actionable recommendations for fixing these problems. Other advanced tools worth exploring include SEMrush. Similar to Ahrefs, SEMrush excels in keyword research, competitor analysis, and PPC campaign optimization. Moz Pro offers robust tools for link building, rank tracking, and on-page optimization. Screaming Frog, a desktop-based crawler that performs detailed technical audits of your site. These tools may come with a cost, but their insights and capabilities can save you time and drive better results in the long run. To recap, here's what we've covered. Google Analytics gives you deep insights into user behavior and conversions, while Google Search Console helps you monitor indexing, performance, and technical issues. For advanced analysis, tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, and Moz Pro provide specialized data on backlinks, keywords, and competitor strategies. By leveraging these tools effectively, you'll gain a clear understanding of your site's strengths and weaknesses and make data-driven decisions to improve your SEO performance. Important KPIs. Organic traffic. In this lesson, we're going to focus on the key performance indicators, KPIs, that matter most for SEO. These metrics help you measure the effectiveness of your strategies and identify areas for improvement. Let's start with one of the most critical KPIs, organic traffic. This refers to the number of visitors who land on your site through unpaid search results. It's a direct reflection of how well your SEO efforts are working. Here's why organic traffic is so important. Cost-effective. Unlike paid ads, organic traffic doesn't require ongoing investment once your content ranks well. Trust and credibility. Users tend to trust organic search results more than paid ads because they perceive them as earned rankings. Long-term results. While paid campaigns stop driving traffic once you pause spending, organic traffic can continue to grow over time if your content remains relevant and optimized. To track organic traffic, use tools like Google Analytics or Search Console. Look for trends, such as spikes or drops, and analyze what caused them. For example, a sudden increase might be due to a successful blog post or a ranking improvement, while a decline could indicate technical issues or increased competition. Bounce rate. The next KPI we'll discuss is bounce rate, which measures the percentage of users who leave your site after viewing only one page without taking further action. A high bounce rate often signals that something isn't right, but it's important to interpret this metric in context. Understanding bounce rate. Here's how to interpret bounce rate effectively. High bounce rate could indicate poor user experience, irrelevant content, or slow load times. Example: if a user lands on a blog post and leaves immediately, it might mean the content didn't meet their expectations. Low bounce rate suggests that users are engaging with multiple pages or interacting with your site. Example: an e-commerce store with a low bounce rate likely has compelling product descriptions, clear navigation, and strong calls to action. However, not all high bounce rates are bad. For instance, if someone finds exactly what they need on a single-page resource, like a contact number, they may leave satisfied. The key is to evaluate bounce rate alongside other metrics like session duration and conversion rates. Average session duration. Another crucial KPI is average session duration, which tracks how long users spend on your site during a single visit. This metric provides insight into whether your content is engaging enough to hold attention. Why average session duration matters. Here's why average session duration is valuable. Engagement indicator. Longer sessions suggest that users find your content informative, entertaining, or useful. Example: a tutorial video or an in-depth guide might keep users engaged for several minutes. SEO impact. Search engines like Google consider dwell time, a related metric, as a signal of quality. If users stay longer on your site, it indicates that your content satisfies their intent. Content optimization. Analyze which pages have the longest session durations and replicate their success. Conversely, investigate pages with unusually short durations to identify potential issues. For example, if your homepage has a low session duration, it might be worth improving its design, adding internal links, or providing clearer navigation paths. Average ranking position. Finally, let's talk about average ranking position, which measures where your pages appear in search engine results for specific keywords. This KPI is a direct indicator of your SEO performance and visibility. Why? Average ranking position matters. Here's why average ranking position is so critical. Visibility and clicks. Higher rankings lead to more visibility and clicks. Studies show that the top 3 positions receive the majority of organic traffic. Example: moving from position 5 to position 3 for a high-volume keyword could significantly boost your traffic. Competitive benchmarking. Track your rankings relative to competitors to gauge your market position. Are you outranking them for key terms, or do you need to improve? Opportunities for growth. Identify keywords where you're ranking on page 2 or lower and optimize those pages to push them onto page 1. Even small improvements can yield big results. Use tools like Google Search Console or Ahrefs to monitor your rankings regularly. Pay attention to fluctuations, positive or negative, and adjust your strategy accordingly. To recap, here's what we've covered. Organic traffic reflects the success of your SEO efforts, while bounce rate and average session duration provide insights into user engagement. Finally, average ranking position shows how visible your site is in search results. By tracking these KPIs consistently, you'll gain a clear picture of your site's performance and know exactly where to focus your optimization efforts. Reports and insights. How to interpret the data. In this lesson, we're going to dive into one of the most important skills in SEO, interpreting data. Collecting metrics is just the first step. The real magic happens when you turn that raw data into actionable insights. Think of it this way. Data without interpretation is like having a map but no destination. To make meaningful improvements to your SEO strategy, you need to understand what the numbers are telling you and how to act on them. Steps for interpreting data effectively. Here's how to interpret your data effectively. Start with context. Always consider the bigger picture. For example, if your organic traffic dropped suddenly, was it due to seasonal trends, algorithm updates, or technical issues? Example: a dip in December might simply reflect lower search activity during the holidays. Compare trends over time. Look at changes week over week, month over month, or year over year. This helps you identify patterns and spot anomalies. Example: if your bounce rate increased by 20% last month, investigate whether it coincided with a site update or poorly optimized content. Segment your data. Break down metrics by audience demographics, device type, or traffic source. This reveals hidden opportunities or problems. Example: if mobile users have a high bounce rate, it could indicate poor mobile optimization. Focus on correlations. Analyze relationships between different metrics. For instance, does higher session duration correlate with lower bounce rates? Do certain keywords consistently drive more conversions? Prioritize impactful metrics. Not all metrics are equally important. Focus on those that align with your goals, such as organic traffic, conversion rates, or keyword rankings. By following these steps, you'll move beyond surface-level observations and uncover insights that drive real results. Making adjustments based on metrics. Now that we've covered how to interpret data, let's talk about the next step: making adjustments based on your findings. The goal is to use your insights to refine your SEO strategy and improve performance. Here's how to approach this process. Address technical issues. If your analytics tools reveal slow page load times or crawl errors, prioritize fixing these issues. Use Google Search Console or Screaming Frog to identify and resolve technical problems. Example: compress images, enable browser caching, or fix broken links to improve site speed and indexing. Optimize underperforming content. Identify pages with low engagement, e.g., high bounce rates or short session durations, and update them. Add fresh information, improve formatting, or include internal links to keep users engaged. Example: if a blog post has declining traffic, refresh it with updated statistics, new visuals, or additional sections. Double down on what works. For pages or keywords, driving strong results, amplify their impact. Create similar content, build backlinks to those pages, or promote them through social media and email campaigns. Example: if a product page ranks well for best wireless headphones, create related guides like how to choose wireless headphones to capture more searches. Refine keyword strategy. Use tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush to analyze which keywords are performing best and which ones aren't delivering results. Shift your focus to high-performing terms and optimize underutilized opportunities. Example: if long-tail keywords like vegan protein powder for beginners are driving conversions, create more content targeting similar phrases. Improve user experience, UX. If metrics like bounce rate or session duration suggest UX issues, revisit your design and navigation. Ensure your site is mobile-friendly, easy to navigate, and visually appealing. Example: simplify menus, reduce clutter, and add clear CTAs to guide users toward desired actions. Monitor competitors. Compare your performance against competitors using tools like Ahrefs or SimilarWeb. If they're outranking you for certain keywords, analyze their strategies and adapt accordingly. By making data-driven adjustments, you'll continuously optimize your site and stay ahead of the competition. So to recap, here's what we've covered. Start by interpreting your data effectively. Look for trends, correlations, and actionable insights. Then use those insights to make targeted adjustments, such as fixing technical issues, optimizing content, refining your keyword strategy, and improving user experience. Remember, SEO is an ongoing process. Regularly reviewing your reports and acting on the data will help you achieve sustainable growth. In the next lesson, we'll explore how to create professional SEO reports to communicate your progress to clients or stakeholders. Keep up the great work! You're mastering the art of data-driven SEO.